Shalom, family. Trying something different to keep my audio from going in and out. But this ain't a bash black women video, but the truth got to be told to everybody, including me. All right? We need to know our history. All this stuff that we're doing is not going to liberate us. It's going to enslave us and further get us in trouble with the Most High. That's what's going to happen. And the enemy knows this. But y'all bear with me.
Taken on a ship, taken as a slave. You said we were the ones who were depraved, but it was you who took us on the good ship, Jesus, which you told me was my Savior, but my Savior a Mashiach, the one who died for me. You didn't want us to find out who we are. You didn't want us to know who we are. You didn't want us to see who we are. That we are the chosen ones. You didn't want us to find out who we are. Stole our identity, stole our language. You didn't want us to write or read. Now our eyes are wide open and we can see. Shot us, killed us, raped us, robbed us, sold us into slavery. Threw us into the Atlantic, left us for dead, drug us behind the horses and flogged us, even raped our men. Breaking sex bomb, lynched us and forced us to breastfeed your babies, not to mention the devil's punch bowl, which you tried to erase from history. Everything we learned, we must unlearn, for the truth will set you free. Come on. Praises of him who called you
Yeah. So we have to address the so-called ratchet behavior. Yeah, you gotta do a little tightening. You know, the ratchet has a tighten button and it has a loose button. It's been loosened for too long. We're gonna have to start tightening things down. You understand? Yeah. This stuff ain't cool, it ain't cute, and it's just what they want to keep us in captivity. I mean, we're gonna do a little history now. You know, as I said, this ain't a bash black women thing, but it needs to be everybody needs to be corrected. Every last one of us. All right. Let me share my screen. Okay. How many of y'all familiar with Sarah Bartman? How many of y'all familiar with Sarah Bartman? Stuff they don't teach you in class. Understand? Crash course, you see the date up there, 2016. Crash course lesson. This woman was kidnapped, constantly raped, and paraded around and paraded around for white people to look at. Okay, they had her body. I don't think she got a buried after she died. I don't think she was buried to 1974. But look, let me see here. Look, now we so far removed from what's us and who we really are. We think it's cool showing our butt before the whole world. We think it's cool. That's because they doing the teaching. They are instilling their thoughts into us. We are listening to what they think. I know it's not all them, okay, but they control the media. They run the schoolhouses. They enact laws. They got all this stuff in place. The television, you pop the television on. I know it's mostly us. I know, okay? But yeah, I'm trying to tell you how we getting here. But look, I'm going to read some of it. All right, let me read some of it. It said 200 years ago, Sarah Bartman died after years spent in European freak shows. I want y'all to think twice before y'all go to popping your tail and butt cheeks and all this stuff. Okay? Sarah Bartman died on December 29th, 1815. But her exhibition continued. In other words, they parading around her dead body. Or Lizzo. Y'all keep thinking these folks love you. What's going on with Lizzo right now? Ain't she being sued? Huh? Y'all keep thinking Massa love y'all. All right? Her brain, skeleton, and sex organs remain on display in a Paris museum in 1970 until 1974. Look, she died back in 1815, and her body is still on display until 1974. Her remains wasn't repatriated until 2002. Okay, now, see, some of y'all find it hard to believe that that's the nature of these folks. Let me see here. Oh yeah, y'all can see it. Look at this. What's the difference? What's the difference, y'all? They making churches out of bones. That should tell y'all. These are Catholics, y'all. That should tell y'all you need to know about these so-called white folks and they God. They worship death. When they came and introduced us to white Jesus, they introduced us to death. That's a historical fact. And, you know, I said, Russian names sound Russian in English. Spanish names sound Spanish in English. Chinese Names sound Asian in English. You know, they got like over 2,000 letters. I said, but the Hebrew names of the Bible sounds white. It don't sound Hebrew. Boy, I see them thinking then. See. Think about that. It's all about them. And is that not like Satan? I will exalt myself above the Most High. It's all about me. Satan. Can't keep telling you he got a people out here. Shalom, Jim, and everybody else. He got a people out here. But let me get back over here. Look, deaf churches. They don't want you to talk about this stuff. But they keep okay. They keep killing us. This is their heritage. This is their culture. They still got these things around. Okay? They said plague. You go back further than that. It was us when they was taking over Europe. Go back. What? Okay. So the Bible in and of itself says get away from dead stuff. So they are in violation of the Bible in the beginning. Even if this is true. Who wants to put dead bones in a so-called house of living? Okay? But yeah. Hey, remember, I know. The dead bones in the Ezekiel, it's time for us to get up and live. Let me get back over here. Let me see, where was I at? Right here. Let me get back over here. They kept this woman dead body. She died in 1815, and they kept her on display until 1974, and she wasn't repatriated until 2002. Brought to kidnapped, and brought to Europe. I added kidnapped, but you know how they gonna do it. I'm gonna put a little bit more vitriol in it, venom on it. Brought to Europe seemingly on false pretenses. Seemingly. These folks' whole MO is lying, stealing, and killing. But okay, we'll rock with it. By a British doctor. Stage name, they done gave her a stage name. Let me see here. See, when I see stuff like this, our women, our sisters, went to the slave council. I'm gonna do a little history. Went to the slave council where our women was raped. Right there in front of the men, in front of their fathers, in front of their children, right there. They went right on top of the council and did this. Boy, I tell you. Let's do a little history right quick. Let me see here. Hold on. I'll get back to that one. Can y'all hear that? No, y'all can't hear it. Hold on. I can hear it, but y'all can't. Hold on. Is this it? Hold on. Yeah, this is it. Hold on. Let me go back.
A dead cell, no food, no water until you die. There wasn't any light.
The cruelty of the slave trade didn't begin when displaced Africans stepped onto plantations, nor when they began their journey across the Middle Passage. It started here.
About 150 women were here. And they said that time there were no toilet facilities for them. And this is the original floor.
Y'all know what kind of things go on with women. No water, no toilet. See. And any of you sisters up there that want to come up and y'all can better talk to y'all. You can better talk to women than I can. But yeah. See, this is what happened when you're educated by people that hate you and minimize your history, erases your history. This is what we're gonna get. Okay?
oldest slave castles in the world.
At that time, there were no toilet facilities for them. And this is the original floor.
On the coast of southern Ghana sits one of the oldest slave castles in the world. Millions of Africans were held here for 3 months at a time before being shipped across the world in chains.
Initially, the trade was barter. When they shifted to slave trade, the same rooms were also converted into dungeons.
One of the things you can kind of tell as soon as you get in this room is the smell. The fact that you can still smell like menstruation and kind of, it has, because it's original floor, I guess it keeps that smell. The castle housed Portuguese soldiers, missionaries, and merchants, but all were overseen by a governor who regularly picked female slaves from the courtyard to bring to his room.
They said he regularly picked. Now let me give y'all the correct verse, correct version. He regularly raped woman he wanted to. That's how you say that. You got anything, brother?
Shalom, Hebrew, roll that beautiful bean footage.
All right.
Slaves from the courtyard to bring to his room.
So the governor stands here and he chooses the one he likes. So the woman will climb this to the governor's place.
For those female slaves who rebelled against the governor, punishment came in the form of public humiliation. Was there ever a revolt from the slaves that were here?
By all means. So that is why we have a cannonball there. They use that ball to punish the female slaves. It will be chained to your leg to serve as a deterrent to the rest of the female slaves.
For the men, the punishment was permanent.
This is a death cell for the male slaves. Those who were rebellious, like those who tried to escape fighting the masters, they were also brought here. No food, no water until you die.
That's why they have that skull.
That's why we have a crossbone and a skull.
Men and women were kept separate throughout their stay. Husbands didn't see their wives. Mothers couldn't see their sons.
Slave exit to waiting boats.
But they were reunited very.
Let me translate that in today's thing. The mass incarceration of black folks. Husbands can't see their wife. I know some of us do this, you know. I know. But I also know the hidden hand, nobody want to talk about. Just look at it. It's still the men in the dungeon called prison. You got a lot of us in there for non-violent charges. Meanwhile, these white folks can go off and do all kind of heinous things, try to do a coup and get a few months. Same thing.
Get caught and then make excuses calling it mental illness.
Yes, sir. Now, either it can't be both. Now, either white people is the most intelligent people on earth, or they most psychotic. And I'm looking at their history, and you have to be pretty doggone psychotic to make churches out of bones. You have to be pretty darn psychotic to haul a dead woman, to have dead people on display, and other people go see a dead body. Think about it. These people over there in Egypt digging up dead folks. No. All right. I'm sorry, man. Shoot.
They are the physical, spiritual. I'm trying to find another word, but they are the most physical, spiritual parasite that's on this earth, causing death, hell, and destruction. Ain't nobody on this earth had did more violent crime than these people. Wiped out civilizations, wiped out bloodlines. I mean, list goes on, brothers and sisters. I mean, and when they do go to conquer a land or a people, they call it taking the booty. That's the reasons why they say the booty or the spoils of war. They get to run through the children, the women, and even break men. See, this is a psychotic parasite with a psychotic nature on sex as well. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, go ahead, brother.
All right.
Very briefly at the door of no return. This is the door of no return. Millions of souls pass through here on their way to, I guess, the Caribbean, Europe, America.
This seaside castle was used for captivity for more than 300 years, holding 1,000 slaves at a time and then shipping them out every 3 months. It's just one of nearly 40 castles along the Ghanaian coast, which makes it impossible to count the number of lives lived in chains.
Okay. Now, let me see what he. Now look, Mike. I ain't gonna even show it. I ain't gonna even show it. I looked at the video. I ain't showing that mess. But you know what they were doing up there. Up
Oh
there,
no,
they
show
on
it.
top. They on top of the slave castle. That they were just. I just showed you the video doing this. I'll show some of it. I'm gonna cut it off because I don't.
Hey, it ain't like we seen worse than them shooting our brothers and sisters dead in the street. Show it.
Can you hear the sound?
Yeah, I hear Hebrew.
In the heart of Ghana, at the solemn grounds of the Elmina slave castle, a place that holds the weight of unimaginable suffering, a disturbing scene unfolded. A group of African American ladies, oblivious to the history that enveloped the very air they breathed, began.
Why is the black women oblivious to American history? Because they control the history. I just want to put that out there.
To engage in a disgraceful act, twerking.
Doing this at a slave castle?
Anger surged through my veins as I witnessed this abomination. How could they be so callous, so disrespectful to the souls of our ancestors who suffered in this place? Elmina Castle stands as a haunting reminder of the horrors inflicted upon our people during the transatlantic slave trade, a symbol of the pain and anguish that has scarred generations. With each provocative sway, those women trivialized the suffering of millions. They reduced the significance of this sacred ground, where men, women, and children were brutally torn from their homeland, shackled and dehumanized, their spirits crushed under the weight of oppression. Their actions disrespected the countless lives lost and the countless tears shed within these walls. It was as if they were ignorant of the historical significance, or worse, indifferent to the pain that echoed through the centuries. Did they not understand the gravity of this place, or did they simply not care? I struggled to comprehend how anyone could be so thoughtless, so utterly lacking in empathy for the struggles our ancestors endured. The dance they performed was a slap in the face, a cruel mockery of the suffering endured by African people throughout history. They pranced and gyrated, their movements devoid of any reverence or understanding. It was a profanity against the memory of those who had endured unimaginable agony, who had fought and sacrificed for the rights and dignity that we possess today.
All right, Hebrew,
The
hold
Elmina
on.
slave castle was meant.
And see, when we address these type of situations, especially when it's come to correcting dysfunctional behavior from black women, it's still black women that will come to the defense of these sisters, defending it when it need to be called out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a bashing lesson of to bash the black woman. It's always quick to be a victim.
Yeah.
You dead ass wrong. And they wrong. That's they, like that dude said, that's just an abomination.
Total disrespect.
Just disrespectful.
If we don't respect ourselves and our own people, how can we expect anybody else to respect us?
Yeah. And I've been noticing a trend, even when I in the YouTube streets, and I watch other black women that's trying to correct the behavior of dysfunctional black women, it still come to they are taught so bad and vicious about being corrected or accepting accountability. And I noticed something that's in our community that we hate the most. We hate being accountable.
Yeah. That's
Black
why
black and black woman, black man and black woman, we hate accountability. But that's why we're in this situation now, to realize that we must take accountability for what our ancestors did, We got to take accountability for what we did, sinning for the Most High. So you think if not calling this out and correcting it, how is we going to show the Most High that we're going to stand on righteousness, stand on morals and principles, decency and order? We hate order. We hate discipline. We hate taking accountability. Let's be real. Let's look in the mirror at one another. We hate accountability.
Yeah. And young women that planning on having a family don't know, man, if they be honest, they don't want no woman like that. Because they know they can't trust you. They might want you for a few minutes. But that ain't love. You be honest. If a man be honest, do y'all see men running around here wiping up hookers? You might find a few. But do y'all see men that breaking the door down to marry hoes? I'm just trying to keep it real.
Yeah. What you looking at, the men have become Ahab and the women have become Jezebel. What I mean by that? Well, Ahab was a weak, spineless man that allowed Jezebel to take control and power in his stead. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
She was calling the shots, knowing Ahab was too spineless to stand up and say, hey, you wrong, you need to get in your place as a queen. You get what I'm saying? If you go read her story by Jezebel, how she put on what? Makeup. How she put on a pearl. It's the same spirit that's running in the earth today. If you look at Ahab and his nature, weak, spineless, gutless men scared to stand up for what's right. If you look at his character and his characteristics in the Bible, look at some of the men today in our community that's running around here like Ahab. Just something for y'all to look at. Some, on the spiritual side of that.
But think about it.
Look at that. Say what, Hebrew?
Think about it. They knew this. That's why they split our families up. Said the men can't be in the home. So the young boys, the young males are primarily, I'm talking about a lot of them, primarily raised by women. Therefore, they are learning a lot of female traits.
Jezebel had a masculine spirit, while Ahab, the king, her husband, had a feminine spirit. You see what I'm saying? You can't operate in that kind of space as a woman with a masculine spirit. But when you say, I want to be by myself, when you say, I can do it by myself, I'm strong, I'm this, I've been doing it by myself. Oh, okay. Well, guess what spirit you operating in? You operating in a Jezebel spirit. Other words, you saying you hate male authority. So I take on the role as being the man. I take on the masculinity and responsibilities that the man is supposed to take.
But the Most High didn't get it, y'all. Just like he didn't give us the authority for the woman to be in a woman's role.
And like I said, this ain't no bashing thing. This is spiritual. Let me show you how deep this runs and how delusional when a man takes on a feminine spirit and the woman wants to take on that dominant spirit, right? When she say, I don't need a man, or when she goes and step outside of her boundaries and be this independent thing, and she'll tell you, just like any other thing, you heard our black women say, I don't need a man. I can do it by myself. So wait a minute. You don't need a man, but you run to the very system of a man that is used to destroy black men, like welfare. But you don't need a man, though. If you don't need a man, what you going to rely on to your daddy, Whitey, for welfare? If you don't need a man, why are you going to rely on the child support system if you don't need a man? Why is you praying to God, the Most High, who's a man, but you say you don't need a man? I digress, Hebrew. Go ahead. That's just something. It's just something to think about how delusional that spirit make our women.
Even when I was out here at odds with our sisters, I never heard now Negro say he didn't need a woman. I never out to you. Did you ever hear you ever hear a man say he didn't need a woman?
I ain't
Mike.
never heard a man say I don't need a woman.
Yeah, I hear guys complain about their baby mama and woman this, doing this, but I never heard a Negro say he didn't need a woman. I just something to think about, y'all. They done did a doggone, they done did what they call it, feminism. That was a CIA operation. Gloria Steiner. Listen at the name, Steiner.
Jewish woman started
Yeah,
feminism.
that was a CIA operation to get the results that we have now. But let me give y'all some more information on Elmina Castle. You got anything, Mike?
No, Hebrew. I'm just glad you allowed me to elaborate what spirit that I
Yeah,
women
cause
operate in.
I be listening to y'all. You more gifted in this area than I am.
Oh
And
yeah,
I kept seeing the Most High kept showing me you, and we are he kept showing me y'all.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. But see, they take it as you taking a shot at them. This is not to bash black women. This to show you the spirit that's operating in you to make you think that delusional.
yeah.
Go ahead, bro. Let's get
I
that
don't
point.
even think I don't even remember hearing a Negro say he hate women. I'm just saying it's the. But anyway,
which was a forced relocation of Native people. We know thousands died as a result of exposure. We know that there were individuals who offered reparations to redress some of the issues. One of them, the boarding schools, which were torture chambers, truly, for Native children. Of course, Native people laughed out loud at the 250 million that was offered them.
now she finna tell you she finna talk about Elmina Castle in a little bit.
But we also had a trail of tears. These are pictures. How many people have been to Ghana, to the slave castles? Well, it's interesting because this picture escaped my text. They somehow didn't make it to the text. All two pages of Black history, and one was a picture. This one didn't make it.
You catch that? They don't teach this to us, and then we wonder why you got black women up there doing a sex dance in a castle where our women were sexually exploited, sexually molested and raped, and all kind of stuff died. But yeah, she's talking about that. It ain't gonna be in the books.
So first of all, this is a door of no return, Elmina Slave Castle. Now, I don't know if people realize it, but we weren't all just waiting on the coast for the cruise. People were marched from the interiors of Africa to that coast. And based on historians there, millions died en route. But you didn't hear about them. You didn't know how many fought back or died of exposure or got lost or became sick. You just didn't know. But it's not obscure. Big old giant castle. I took these pictures. Cape Coast Slave Castle. When you first walk in, there's two things that greet you. One, not only the cannonballs and everything else, but that's not actually meant for enslaved Africans. That's for the European invaders. They're fighting each other. So on one side is a female dungeon. On the other side is a male dungeon, slave dungeons. And what happened immediately is upon entering, when they would bring the enslaved men, women,
Y'all listen.
and children in, they would rape the women within 50 feet of the men, in front of their fathers, their brothers, their sons, their husbands. They would rape them to remind them, he can't protect you. This is a male slave dungeon, Cape Coast. Now, it's difficult to see, but in this photo, I wish we could turn the lights out. Is that possible? No? All righty. So the floors are actually slanted. And the first thing you want to do when you go in is get out. It smells, it's wet, it's slippery. You're sliding because the floors are slanted. In the middle of the door, it's hard to see. There's a trench because there's no running water, no facilities. Hundreds of men and boys are packed in this facility. And they warn you before they do what I do next. And that is they turn out the light because there was no light. And the only source of light and ventilation, and this is a vaulted situation, were those three little openings, which is what you can imagine the toxicity in terms of the waste. Then there was the death cell for African men. This becomes really important, I think, for young black men to understand how frequently African men fought back, so frequently that they created a death cell for them, meaning that when they were placed in this cell, they were no longer given food.
Hold on, bro. Something just hit me.
Go ahead, bro.
Like I said, this is not to get in your feelings. No. Okay, sisters, this is to help identify the source of the problem, and that's this spirit called, this spiritual being called Satan. Now, if we go back to the garden, Satan didn't come for Adam. He came after the weaker vessel, the woman. Is the woman a weaker vessel, Brother Warriors?
Yeah. That's in the Bible.
Yeah.
The Bible verse for that.
It's the Bible verse for that, right? So this is not women. This is to show you, sisters, anytime something that spirit come over, you got to identify and rebuke that spirit, especially when it comes against male leadership or when it comes to dealing with your men or your brothers. You got to learn how to identify that spirit. So Satan come to Eve. Eve failed, right? Then we go to Genesis 6. Oh, Satan, they seen what Satan did, so the others decided to fall from heaven. They came down and had warrior sex with the daughters of men.
Yep, on Mount Hermon.
Yeah, taught women how to seduce, the art of seduction.
Makeup.
It's
in the book of Enoch. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Right. No, help me out, Hebrew. It's in the book of Enoch. So we got a pattern here of these fallen beings manipulating the minds of women to what? To seduce the men of the Most High, especially the men of the Most. It was to stop God's plan of having a chosen people. They started from the beginning. So we leave Genesis 6. You know what I'm saying? We come down to Abraham. Then we, you know what I'm saying, being born and so on. Then we go to Samson. Who was used to dominate Samson?
Delilah,
the woman. How did David fall? Through who? Bathsheba. How did Judah and Jacob then fall? Through the woman. So we got a pattern here. See, if you want to conquer the man, if you want to get the man out of favor with the Most High, you go after his what?
Woman.
You go after his woman. And that's the pattern y'all need to see that Satan used big time. Shalom, Brother Stephen. I yield the flow, Brother Warriors.
Shalom,
go ahead, Brother
shalom.
Steph. You got... Yeah.
No, sir. I just want to say shalom to the family, man. Glad to be before the people, man. Good to see y'all, brother. All praise to the Most High.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna listen for a minute. Y'all go ahead.
All right. I got the Bible, anything in the Bible verses and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. King Solomon took the cake.
Yep.
See what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean, just then look how the Most High described Babylon. The mother of what? Harlots. So what spirit is that some of our sisters, a lot of our sisters operating in, twerking on a monument such as that slave dungeon?
That's that Astaroth pole and stuff.
See, stripper pole.
Yeah, they had a doggone pole back in the Bible. I forgot where it is, but they had one. The stripper pole ain't nothing new. What they call it, Astaroth pole?
Something like that.
It ain't nothing new. Yeah. See, I want y'all to see when our people, that's why they promote the Cardi B's and the Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know why they call that woman a stallion. A stallion is a male horse. Come on, family. Yeah. But anyway, they put them in front of our women, just like they did us with the rappers, and we falling behind the dope and the money, going right up into prison. Now they on the women. But yeah. See, people can't look. This is what they did to this woman. They kidnapped her. She died in 1815, and they had her body. Look, her brain, skeleton, and sex organs remained on display. Who wants to go? It's just these darn people. Boy, I don't know what to say about 'em. All right, brought to Europe seemingly on false pretenses. I read that. Yeah. Now, why would Beyonce? She ain't got no respect either. If this is true, they say it ain't, but yeah. Look, she got her butt out. Look. I know you can't see it all, but you only look. Same thing. The only difference now they pay them to do this. Back in the day, the white men was getting paid for her to do this. Now they pay them to do this. Why? Because young girls and and other women it's gonna follow suit. But yeah, this is her dead, and they got her on display.
Those are the Hugh Hefners of the day. Huge.
The Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, go back to that picture where you see her naked or half naked and that dude standing in the background. Right there. See, that's the Playboy mansion of the day, back in the day.
Mm.
You was the bunny. You was the bunny jumping around.
Yeah. Yeah, I told my wife, I said, they got that woman Megan Thee Stallion. I said, she must have been a man. You see that comment up there?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I know this. A stallion is a male horse, and a mare is a female horse. I know that much. Why you gonna call a woman a male horse? Something is fishy. But they promote these folks in front of in front of our impressionable young folks. It's just some more stuff. This woman, this is all on display. Let me continue. Let me close this out. All right, now I got a little more right here. Hold on. Y'all get a Bible verse. Feel free to chime in.
Pathologize the people. Now, let me read what they said about black women, because it gets real specific, black women. Their first pathological symptom was their skin color. In a medical world that categorized life as either normal or pathological, people of the African diaspora were continually condemned to the category of pathological, their abnormal skin serving as a foil for normal white skin.
This is white people talking about us. Okay, they said our black skin is leprosy, but what does the Bible call leprosy? White skin. Remember, Moses stuck his hand. The Most High told Moses to stick his hand into his bosom, and his hand turned white. It wasn't already white. His hand turned white. It said it became leprous. The Bible said white skin is leprosy, but the white so-called European doctor said black skin is leprosy. Let me continue.
Stay with me. The skin, if you see black people, the problem is the skin itself is pathological because it's actually a foil over normal white skin. This is what medical journals suggested. Now we're going to find out how they named it. Medical tradition has a long history of perceiving this skin color as a form of pathology. The favorite theory, which reappears with some frequency in the early 19th century, is that the skin color and attendant physiognomy of the black, here's the reason why y'all black, is because of congenital leprosy. This is why there's so many of us. We all have congenital leprosy. Now, we have a second symptom. The second symptom of pathology was gender. Black females were perceived to be irreligious, lustful, and immoderate. Well, that's convenient, isn't it? Let's take a look at that. We need to really take a look at this one, because I have a whole chapter on rape. Can't even get close to what that did to me. There were over, and this comes out of a social work book. In a social work book, it states that there were over 600,000 mixed race babies born in the mid-1800s, based on the census. Now, this was during miscegenation. That means it's illegal to marry. So who was sneaking out back, and who was raping whom? We have numbers. Young girls rarely made it to their teens before they were raped. But let's put that in perspective as a social scientist. Now, I want to get into that, the fact that we were lustful, because then you see it's their fault, isn't it? Surely I raped them, but didn't they deserve it? Now we need evidence of how we know they're lustful and immoderate and immoral. Here we go. Their protruding buttocks and genitals were offered as physical evidence of their pathology. Anybody up there with a big butt? Anybody with a big butt out there? There you have it, you slut.
Basically, these white doctors were saying black women deserve to get raped because they're lustful, and the evidence was their bodies, because they got, their body shape. So therefore, they are lustful, and they deserve to get raped. Basically, that's what she's saying. As if we can say while we in the womb, I want to be tall, I want to be short, I want to be fat. You understand? And these people is up over us.
Don't give me no big booty, because that mean I'm lustful.
Yeah.
That mean I want to be raped. Lord, I know I'm in the womb, Lord, but give me a pink booty.
And give me monkey lips. Don't give me no thick full lips. Don't give me that now. Don't give me no thick full lips.
Yeah, see? But it's crazy, man. But yeah, I just want y'all to catch that. That's basically what they saying. Okay, I went over that. Hold on.
But see, now you starting to see, if you don't see it in our time, because the history she going over is still our time. This wasn't long ago, brothers and sisters.
Sure ain't.
Now let's go back to our ancestors that's in the Bible, that's written that got the law in the Levitical and the Deuteronomy books. You know what I'm saying? What did the Most High tell us? Stay away from these people.
He did.
Sever yourselves from these nations, from these people. See, this is the behavior of the other nations. Now you should see why we are light to the world. We're supposed to be the most civilized out of the nations. We're supposed to be the light on the hill that they look to.
Mm-hmm.
Now we done fell into their hands. This is what they did to us. The Most High allowed it. Turn this back. But I digress, Hebrew. This is the end result.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm glad. Somebody made a comment. That's right. It was some more of that video I wanted to see. Yeah, it was some more of that. I think okay. Jersey Dooney. Yeah, it was some more of that video I want y'all listen to this part here.
It's incredulous, isn't it? It's hard for you to even believe it. You see, it's in books. And the criminally insane right. But what was so amazing, I want to get right. Let's get right up with that one, because the butt thing really threw me off. Because everybody wants that butt now, don't they? Yeah. J-Lo made it, gave us all permission to first have the butt. And it's an African butt. Don't get confused about it. And it's a butt they couldn't keep their hands off of. Now they're injecting the butt now. They're putting butts in pants. They're making underwear with a butt in it. In addition to that, injecting the lips with collagen, locking the hair, and telling you the whole time you're ugly. Still looking for the safest tan. Isn't that amazing? And the sad thing about it is we believe we're ugly. Case in point, 2006. Oh yeah, she had good hair. Yeah, she had good hair.
I used to hear this stuff growing up. I didn't think nothing about it. But then I got older. I used to wonder why I hate myself. See, it don't hit you all at once. It's just like dust. Over a period of time, it just builds up, But yeah, all the people don't want to go outside. We're gonna get dark. I'm just coming clean with what I was looking at, and I'm not knocking nobody.
I was picked on for my dark skin growing up as a child. They used to call me Black Tar Baby, Black Chocolate Chip Cookie,
and they probably didn't mean no harm.
Don't get in your mama car because the oil light gonna come on. I mean, all the black jokes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
No, I'm talking about I remember we were my brother and sister now, especially the sister. You know, talking about they don't want to go outside. They don't want to get too dark. Look at boy. I was telling my wife, boy, I'm tanning pretty doggone good.
Yeah,
So
don't,
them all,
I don't want to go outside because I'm gonna get black. Yeah, I used to hear that too, boy.
whatever they hate, I'm doing it. Not to antagonize them, but that's what the Most High gave me. You gonna hate me regardless. I don't care if I'm white. If I'm white in this paper and they know my parents is black, they gonna still hate me.
But not knowing how blessed I was to be this color, you know, have this hair, to have, you know what I'm saying, that my melanin is a defense mechanism against diseases like skin cancer.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that the Most High already made me perfect and in His image and His likeness. You understand?
What that book in Bible, that verse in Revelation where the sun scorching people?
Yeah, some scorched earth.
Yeah, better start getting used to the sun now. That's why they spraying them chemicals trying to block out the sun. But yeah.
Oh, Mike, you talking about got picked on because of their color. Man, when I was growing up, man, they talked about me so bad, man. I was a black little baby, man. Man, I was black. Boy, they used to crack them jokes on me. The same jokes you talking about, Mike.
Yeah.
You so black. When you go outside, your shadow run from you. All that old kind of stuff.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. I ain't never heard that one.
Yeah.
Man, that's pitiful, man. I used to hear my folks talk like that.
But they didn't know that all the time the Most High blessed me with this melanin for a reason.
That's right.
Now that I know, man, I'm proud of my melanin.
That's right.
I'm proud to be dark. I'm proud to be black.
If you hate yourself, you really don't love the Most High. Because He made you. Before I formed thee in the womb, I knew you.
And not to be provocative, but y'all light-skinned brothers, y'all out of style. Hey,
I ain't going there.
Hey, the dark-skinned Hebrew done took over, man. Hey, we in now.
Stop that, man.
Listen, hold on, Stephen. Let me.
Hey, we in now.
Let me.
Hey, I'm out of that. Hey,
Stephen, hold on.
Look, I remember Al B. Shore and
Genuine.
Yeah. Everybody wanted a light-skinned brother. Hey, dark-skinned brother didn't stand a chance.
Yeah.
We know DSB. We know DSB ain't ashamed of his complexion. His name DSB.
Right.
Dark-skinned brother.
Yeah, dark-skinned brother.
Hey, check this out though.
Dark-skinned brew.
Y'all remember them old movies? And you can ask these type of women, the white Caucasian woman today. Now you know they white, right? Now and I remember that movie Gone with the Wind, and that man asked her. He said, "How do you like your man?" And she said, "Tall, dark, and handsome." Now wait a minute. Tall, dark, and handsome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at here. He's white. You want a black man? That's what you want. But yeah, if you ask one, go on your job and say, "Susie, what kind of man do you desire?" She gonna say, what traits do you want? She gonna say what? Tall, dark, and handsome. See, that's what she gonna tell.
Okay. Close some. Now, this is some more stuff. How you gonna have a protest about them killing you, and you up there twerking on the enemy? Can y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all done got off?
I'm here.
No, I'm here. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, but yeah, this stuff here is foolishness. How they gonna take us serious, y'all? Next they'll be marching in Syria because they done killed one of their children. You understand?
Man, that's awful, man. That's embarrassing, man.
That's exactly how I feel. I feel embarrassed,
Hey,
and
Warrior,
I don't even know them. Huh?
do you got that video where them sisters was over there in Africa on the coast, on the west coast of Africa,
On
where they were
twerking on that
twerking?
council.
Yeah, have you got that?
Yeah, I played that earlier. Hold on.
Man, that's a damnable shame, man. That's why don't nobody take us serious, bro.
That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
That's
Now,
why
which
don't
one
nobody
is it?
take us serious, man.
And they promote that stuff. You know, they'll pay.
Well,
They'll
boy,
pay. Huh?
you remember what we read a couple of weeks ago in that lesson? Moses went up on that mountain. What would it say the people were doing down there? They were dancing.
Hell been on wickedness.
Hey, they were dancing and naked.
Mm-hmm.
Twerking.
Hey, can I get a scripture?
Go ahead.
Let's go to Sirach chapter 25.
All right.
I told you we were a bunch of dancing damn.
The Negro is a phenomenon.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Where you get that from? The
Look,
Negro is a phenomenon.
I got that from IUIC. When I heard that, I said I got to use that because it is the truth.
Brother got a liar. You got a liar.
The Negro is a phenomenon. No lies detected. You said Sirach
25, 23 through 26.
25. Okay.
What I do to my pocketbook?
Let me pull mine.
That's it right there. Yeah, it is. Let me go here with you. Right on. You say Sirach 25, Hebrew?
Yeah, 25. We're gonna read 23 through 26. Let me grab my apocrypha too. Hold on, y'all. Somebody can start reading it though if y'all already got it. I'm finna grab
All right. What you want?
25, 23 through 26.
All right, it reads. A wicked woman abateth the courage, making an heavenly countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that would not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
Man, that's true.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go.
All right, now let's look at this. Verse 23. Mine gonna read a little different. Dejected mind, glooming face, and wounded heart come from an evil wife. Drooping hands and weak knees come from the wife who does not make her husband happy. From a woman's sin had its beginning, and because of her we all die. Allow no outlet to water, and no boldness of speech to an evil wife. If she does not go as you direct, separate from her yourself. So what is this saying? See, our beautiful women, our beautiful Israelite women, raise up the children.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see these young Pookies and Ray Rays, and you see these young hoochie mamas twerking on police cars and twerking where our ancestors were sold off as slaves to never return home again in 2023, they being raised by single mothers, or they being raised in the home with a husband and a wife, but the mama is the one that do the raising. The mama is the one that rear the children. Now, do we have an impact on our children as fathers? Of course we do, but that's not our role. See, just like you always talk about, bro, Warrior, our roles are reversed. Our roles is out of order. Because if we have virtuous women, the opposite of what the scripture is talking about, raising our children, you're not going to see our young girls out here twerking on police cars. You're supposed to be protesting to get something done about these people murdering our children in the streets, and you twerking on a police car?
Oh, hold on, Hebrew. I got you. Go.
That ain't no war dance. That's a surrender dance.
That's
not a war dance.
Can I get in the cop car with you and give you a lap dance?
Yeah.
What you doing after work? Dance. Pull behind this building right here, dance.
And then people can't accept their bodies the way the Most High gave them. And look on your screen. Going to get all this darn surgery. That ain't you. Why you can't? How you expect somebody else?
Oh my God!
Why you expect somebody else to accept you the way you are, and you can't even accept yourself?
Hey, Warrior, you got to give a disclaimer on that one.
Yeah, they probably gonna flag the.
What? I didn't see it.
Oh my God!
What? Oh, her butt ain't.
That's them implants. Trying to look like this. That ain't you. Be yourself. That ain't you. If a person can't accept you the way you are, then they the one with the problem, not you. People die. Black women die getting these surgeries.
So we're dying from them.
I mean, it ain't just one or two. It's you hear about it often. When you find it, go ahead and feed the people. Like Brother Terah said. That Brother Terah, ain't it?
Yeah, so if the order, if we was in the order of the Most High, those girls wouldn't have been twerking on top of that car. So we were talking about the same, like Stephen was just bringing out the single mother, raising the children. You know what I'm saying? This is when you don't have a husband or a cover. This is what happened. So if we was in order as a nation, this is what our women supposed to be doing. The age women likewise that they be in behavior.
Where you at?
Titus chapter 2 verse 3.
Okay.
The age women likewise that they be in behavior as becoming holiness, not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed. All praise. So that's the order of the woman in the household.
Mm-hmm. Hey, can I give a little quick testimony? I know my brother won't mind me sharing this story.
No, I don't mind.
Okay, I got a brother of mine. He's my first cousin, but he's like a brother too. He got a son. He won't work. Got a good girl. Got a good fiance. Well, had a good fiance. She gone now. Talking about smart young lady, respectable, hard-working young lady. Very responsible, pay her bills on time. But he was dead weight to her, right? Mm-hmm. This girl been raised right. But him, he want to be a gangster. He want to smoke weed all the time. He don't want to go to work. He worked 2 or 3 weeks, quit his job, don't work 4 months.
Stuff I used to do.
Stuff we all used to do.
Yeah.
Okay. The young lady kept telling him, if you don't get your stuff together. Now they was engaged to get married. If you don't get your stuff together, this ain't gonna work out. He'll get a job. My brother, he helped him get his CDLs. He got a trucking job, quit. Didn't even drive 2 weeks. He quit. Now he back in the factory. He don't want to pay no bills. He get his check. He want to run with his little homeboy. So finally, they've been together for about 4 years. So finally, she get tired. She called her mom and daddy to come get her. She loaded all her stuff up. And when she left, she went ahead and just put a restraining order on him when she left. That way we ain't got to. When a woman put a restraining order on you when they leave, guess what?
She don't want to be bothered.
It's over.
Yeah.
So listen, this just go back to what we were talking about these single mothers raising these boys, right?
Yeah.
He called my cousin. This is his son. He say, well, my mama told me she probably got somebody reason why she leaving me. My cousin say,
this Negro crazy.
Why would your mama tell you that? Why would she do that? You know why she'll do that? Because that's how she is. That's how she been doing me and her whole life. So she dumped her character off on this young sister. Good young sister. I'm talking about real good, beautiful young girl too.
She would have been gone. That's okay. 4 years.
So my cousin tell his son, your mama is wrong. Why would you sit up here and try to say this girl got somebody because she tired of your shit. She's sick of you because you sorry. Now, this him talking to his son.
That's what
He
he said.
say,
Oh,
yeah. He said,
but
you
he telling him
sorry.
right.
He said,
He need to hear that.
he said, you sorry. You don't want to work. You don't want to pay no bills. You want to rip around the street like you're 15 or 16 years old with your little buddies. That girl's sick of you. Maybe she got somebody, maybe she don't, but that don't even matter. Your mama ain't got no business telling you that. See, this is the type of counsel that these young boys get from these single mothers. Now, she telling that boy that. Now, she don't put a restraining order on him because evidently she knows something that we don't know. Me and him were trying to figure out why she put the restraining order.
Yeah.
Maybe he violent. Maybe we don't know he violent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and my cousin, he did a lot of time, so he wasn't around the boy for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm telling my cousin, I said, that girl put that restraining order on him for a reason. He ain't telling you the whole story. He said, oh, you ain't telling me nothing. But see, the point that I'm making is this, bro. This counsel that these young boys is getting from their mamas.
Mm-hmm.
These women, they ain't got no head. They ain't got no covering. They just out here winging it. Now, she telling that boy that. Now, what if that boy go to camping out around that girl mom and daddy house and stalking that girl, and then that girl daddy see him out there and do something to him? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or she be out with one of her classmates or one of her cousins that he ain't never met before. They out eating, and he think that's the guy that she cheating with, and he do something to that guy. You can't give your kids this type of counsel.
Right.
That's not wise counsel. Why you didn't tell your son instead of saying she probably already got somebody? You need to get your stuff like my cousin did. It ain't her, it's you. You the problem.
Yeah, your sons need a man, good a father, good talking to. They'll receive it. They might not like it, but they'll receive it because they know daddy. You know, he on to something. They know deep down. He know he ain't right. How you gonna lay up on a woman and ain't gonna do your job to take care and provide? But go ahead, brother.
But I know that's kind of off. It's kind of off subject, but it's not, because we was talking about, single mothers raising these kids by themselves, and that's the type of counsel that these sisters is giving these boys, and that's wrong. See, that's why kids need their fathers around, cause we gonna tell them the truth. We ain't, cause we ain't want to be their friend. See, women, they want to be friends with their kids. We ain't trying to be their friends. We gonna tell them the truth.
There's some stuff out here kill you just like that. We gonna tell them. We gonna give them the rundown.
That's right.
The bitter and the sweet. Cause this stuff out here, you get killed just like that. Shoot, yeah, we more program hardwired to give our that's logic. That's logic. That's a little less emotional and more facts.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, I got a couple Bible verses myself. Genesis 2:18. Was you done?
Yeah, that's all I had. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I used to I used to be lazy and didn't want to work, so I did the same thing. So yeah, maybe he'll grow out of it. Genesis chapter 2, verses 18 through 20. And Yahweh said, "It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet. I will make him a helpmeet for him." Now, remember I said earlier, now I'm not bragging on, men. I know we ain't perfect. I ain't never heard a man say he didn't need a woman. I never heard that. I heard Negroes complaining and fussing, but I never heard a man say he didn't need a woman. Yeah, he want to be alone. Look, it is not good that the man should be alone. The Most High said, I will make him a help. You got to look like, you got to, help me. He didn't say a master. The Most High is the man's master. All right. And out of the ground, Yahweh formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air and brought them to Adam. To see the name Adam really tells you is that, well, anyway, to see what he would call them, and whatsoever Adam called them, every living creature, that was the name thereof. And Adam gave the name to all cattle and to the fowl of the air and to every beast of the field. But for Adam, there was not found a helpmeet for him. Okay. This was before Eve was created. I just want to put it there. Help. We got to, but we got to be in our role and take care and provide. We got to get lined up first before we can even think about telling the help me to get the line up. Proverb. Y'all get it. I'm get these Bible verses. Y'all got anything else? I got a few more stuff. Y'all quiet. Okay.
No, you always hear. I'm glad you read that she, that script right there. But we always hear, "I'm looking for my Boaz," or "I'm looking for my Ruth," and all of that. Church stuff people say. But go ahead, Hebrew.
All right. Death. This is Proverbs chapter 18. I'm gonna start at 21. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. I done learned to watch what I say. Stuff I can say to y'all won't take it personal. But if I say that same stuff to my wife, it's different. You understand? All right, yeah. I don't be meaning no harm, but certain stuff we different. We have to be more mindful. And but they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtain favor and obtain the favor of Yahweh. Okay, he gives favor. All right. I just wanted to use that. So it's good. But we've been programmed, you just run the street. Don't worry about me. That ain't in the Bible. This is what they tell us. While you running the street, all kind of stuff happens while you run the street. You begin to have kids. Okay. Then they begin to pick up different influence because the family structure ain't right. They might begin to pick up the LGBT influence. Who knows? They might have a uncle or somebody molesting them, and you wondering what's going on with your son or your daughter. Your girl might be getting molested by your baby mama's boyfriend, and she grow up to hate men. So now she only dates women. Cause we ain't going according to scripture. But yeah, let me go to Revelation 19. This is gonna be my y'all. You got anything?
Yeah, Ecclesiasticus, one verse, Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 26. A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. Just wanted to read it.
26:36.
Yeah, 26:26.
Okay, a woman that honors her husband shall be judged wise of all. And you notice the most, in the book of Enoch, it was Melchizedek. Adam was, but anyway, but she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of meat and stuff in this book. I don't know why he took this out the Bible.
Start at verse. We read 1 through 3, and then that'll give an idea of what a virtuous woman is. I'll read it. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the manner of his days shall be double. A virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord. Whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart toward the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance. So that that's Most High laying it out straight. Mm-hmm. A good wife is a what? Good portion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good portion. That's why they got to break that family up. That boy, a good strong family, boy, you can't stop. You can't. And then rooted in the Most High, ain't no. And Satan knows this.
Hey,
he knows
while you pulling scripture, Hebrew, go to Proverbs chapter 7 and read 24 through 26.
Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend to the words of my mouth.
So he's
Let
saying, listen to what I'm about to tell y'all, cause it's gonna serve you well if you will listen to what the words I'm finna tell you. Go ahead.
all right. Let not thine heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her paths. For she have cast down many wounded. Yea, many strong men have been slain by her.
Read
Her house,
27.
her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death.
So what is he saying? When you with a wicked woman and you being influenced by a wicked woman, that's what you got coming.
Mm. And if a person be honest, even if they in the street and don't know the Most High, they can see death coming. If it ain't nothing but a STD that they can't get rid of and die. You get with this woman, her old ex might roll up and blast both of y'all. Don't let her be married. You really flirting with the devil then. But yeah, you can see it if you with a wicked woman. Yeah, you can see it. Let me go to Revelation. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna back him up. One verse I read it. You got to go to it. It's Ecclesiastes 26, verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. So you know how we say we be in relationships and you be like, man, I hate you going through that. You deserve so much better. Well, you heard the scripture. You heard it, nigga boy.
Yeah, he just shot that down. I'm gonna have to go to that one. Ecclesiasticus what? I'm about to go to that one.
26 and 23.
I'm about to go to that one. I have to show it to him.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes or the Book of Sirach. Yeah,
Yeah, it's Ecclesiasticus in this Bible.
Yeah,
Book of Sirach. Yeah.
Why the good people eating up with bad? The Most High don't make no mistakes. Who you with?
You say Ecclesiasticus what? 27?
26, verse 20. Yeah, Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 23.
A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. You reap what you sow. Let me simplify it for you.
All right.
You attract what you are.
That's right. But a godly woman is given to him that fear Yahweh. A dishonest woman, contemneth shame. But an honest woman will reverence her husband. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. And think about this. Why do we call our women female dogs?
Shameless.
But
don't you think it's shameless to twerk on the top of a police car?
Yeah.
Don't you think it's shameless to be over there at that castle over there twerking?
Yeah. Oh. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear Yahweh. A woman that honor her husband shall be judged wise of all. But she that dishonors him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. A loud crying woman and scold shall be sought out to drive away the enemies. Notice all these roles they have about women. I know that ain't all our women. The stereotypical role. That is a role that was shaped and molded by Master them. That's straight out the Willie Lynch playbook. All these stereotypical black women roles. That ain't all our women roles. All they just play right into the feminism and stuff. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I just want to say this, man. On behalf of our sisters, man, it's a lot of our sisters that's wise to the tricks of Esau now. Yeah, cause man, I be watching TikTok, man. These sisters is on point, man.
They saying they tired of this mess.
Yeah, they tired.
I be seeing the video. Them sisters be talking about they tired.
Hey, them sisters said I want a man. I need a man.
They said who come up with the idea that women need to be working? I saw a video last week. I was laughing like, yeah. Who come up with this idea that women should be working? The doggone corporate. so they can make more money. Yeah. That's why. That's who did it.
I saw a video of a sister crying the other day. She took her car to the shop to get some work done to it.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude charged her a bunch of money and didn't do half of the work that she paid for him to do. And then when she went back, he had the paperwork fixed up to where it showed that he did the work, so she couldn't get her money back. And she was on there crying, talking about where the men at? I need a man. But she was at this big pretty house. She lived by herself. She didn't have no kids. She had a good job, but she just didn't have no head. She didn't have no covering.
Doggone man gonna be right there checking, cause men know that a lot of these mechanics, when they see a woman, they double charge the woman, cause they have a tendency. Now these young boys growing up don't know how to change a flat. They gonna probably start doing the same to them. But yeah, it's common knowledge among men that these little shops overcharge women when they pull up to get their car fixed. They charge them extra, cause they don't know parts, and they don't know how mechanics work.
Hey, before we go, let's go to Mark chapter 6, and let's read 23 through 27. It's just an example. It's just an example of what a wicked woman can do.
Oh yeah. They killed John the Baptist.
Hey, but it all came through the lust of this man for this wicked woman.
Mm-hmm.
And not only was she wicked, her mama was wicked too.
Mm-hmm.
Bring that out, Hebrew.
And when the daughter of Herodes came in and danced, she pleased Herod and them that sat with him. The king said unto the damsel, ask of me whatsoever thou wilt, and I will give it thee.
Okay, stop. What did she do that caused him to go crazy?
She was doing some kind of wicked dance.
She danced for him, didn't she?
Yep.
See, this go back to the video. You twerking on the police car. What you think that police were doing? Had on his mind when he saw that them sisters twerking on his hood? You know he was lusting over them sisters.
Yeah.
Let me get around this corner here from everybody. Yeah, it's going down.
So that woman went in there and danced for this man. All she did was dance for him. But evidently she was beautiful. She must have been fine. And she probably could do that wine dance like what R. Kelly had him doing back in the day. Wine for me. Had him mesmerized and hoodwinked. Keep reading, Hebrew.
And he sware unto her, whatsoever thou shalt ask of me, I will give it thee.
Just seeing her dance, he was so in lust with her. He said, I don't care what it is you want. I don't care what you want. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Because I got to see if you can.
What you want.
Hey, like that little
Tell me what you need.
Like that little TikTok dance they had going on TikTok. It said, can you do it on the D? Yeah, I see you doing all that dancing and twerking, but can you do it on the D? See, that's what this man was thinking about in mind. Okay, she twerking like this, she doing it. I wonder, can she do it on the D? I tell you what, I gotta find out. Anything you want, anything you need. This is my kingdom. I can give you anything you want. Keep reading, Hebrew.
Unto the half of my kingdom.
I can give you up to half of my kingdom if you can do it on the D.
And she went forth and said unto her mother, what shall I ask? And she said, the head of John the Baptist.
The mama done put her out there knowing this king was going to lust over her because she wanted to see John the Baptist dead. Why?
Because he said
Most
she
High.
should be married to Herod. Because Herod was married to her. I mean, she was married to Herod's brother first, and he done took her.
Hey,
Huh?
this man doing the work of the Lord. He got to go. See, that's the spirit that Satan put on that woman. But it had to happen. You know, it had to happen, but yet and still, this is the wickedness of a woman. The scripture tells us nothing exceeds the wickedness of a woman.
You're going to have to show it to him. You know what it said?
Oh, I get it for him.
You got to show it to him. A lot of us, we ain't in Missouri, but we from the show me. All right. You can keep reading.
27?
What's up? 27. And immediately the king sent an execution. Let me read this part. Well, yeah, you said 27. All right. And immediately the king sent an executioner and commanded his head be brought, and he went and beheaded him in the prison.
So, all through the lust of this king, or this woman, the wickedness of this woman, doing dance for him. Now, he ain't even got the draws yet. Just off of her dancing, made him murder this man.
Hey, that's Ecclesiasticus 25 and 19.
Bring it out, Hebrew.
25, 19.
Yeah, I'll let it get it on the screen. Or it may be 13. In some books, it may be 13. It's 19. I got it, Hebrew. Ecclesiastes 25 and 19. All wickedness is but a little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
There it is.
I got it for you, Step. There it is.
All praise to the Most High. Appreciate that, Hebrew.
Let me do some more stuff. Y'all done?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me put another video up here. This is about Sarah Bartman. I'm going to let this play.
The other day, I saw a video trending of rappers Sukahana and Sexy Red gyrating and, I guess, twerking on two white men. Now, if you don't know anything about those ladies, good for you. And in some cases, I envy you because you don't know who they are. But nevertheless, as I watched them behave in such a lackluster manner, I wondered if they ever heard the story of Sarah Bartman, the
Hebrew
from Africa who was taken and put on display by white men all over Europe.
Go ahead.
Now that Sexy Red character, want the red hair y'all seen? She said she's the raw dog queen.
Yeah,
that's what she said. She's the raw dog queen. You can play video. You can play Hebrew. I just wanted to put that in.
And look at what they're doing. They eating chicken. I mean, you know that's stereotypical stuff. You know they always make jokes of us eating chicken. Yeah, I eat chicken, watermelon. I just want y'all to see how it's stereotypical. Just like dancing like that, it's a racist stereotype. Okay, rooted in racism.
Sarah Bartman, the Black woman from Africa who was taken and put on display by white men all over Europe, where people can pay their money to gawk at her because she was very voluptuous. She had very big breasts, hips, and buttocks. And to them, they thought she was some sort of like an eighth wonder or something like that. And they nicknamed her Hottentot Venus, right? She was supposed to mimic the goddess of fertility and all of that, but they were making a buck off of putting her on display. And it is also said that she died between the ages of 25 and 26, but it is said that she had a whole host of ailments and diseases, including syphilis, because it is said that those white men sexually abused her along the way. And it is also said that one of the men that was in control of her was an animal trainer. So they had an animal trainer working with Sarah, abusing Sarah, putting her on display, and a whole host of things. Now, it should be said that it was in 2002 that Paris, France, a museum there decided to acquiesce to the demands of people who said that she should not be on display. Her remains should actually be buried where she originated from, which was Khoi Khoi, a place in Southwest Africa. And so they did allow that to happen. And so that was a good thing that her body and her remains and her soul could finally be at rest. But when I think of Sukahana and Sexy Red, I wonder if they knew the story of Sarah Bartman, would they change their minds? Because they are on display. They are on display for white supremacy, that those record companies pay them a lot of money to do the most degrading things possible, passing that off as the regular behavior of Black women, and it is not the regular behavior of Black women. But again, I wonder if they knew, would they have a change of heart? I don't know. Y'all tell me. So anyway, for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra K Show, here on YouTube.
All right. Okay. Now, like I said, you got to learn to accept yourself in the way the Most High created you. Okay. This is just Black women getting these surgeries and dying. You know, it is not a one-off. It is not rare. Okay. But yeah, that's what that is. But yeah, hold on. I showed this. It ain't worth it. What is all that? But yeah, let me go right here. See, all this over sexualization of the Black woman. Okay, look at this. Forced to breastfeed, not your baby, but the enemy's baby that's gonna grow up and hate, kill, and rape Black folks. Think about it like that. All right, since slavery, the dehumanization of Black people have been entrenched deeply in the social pyramid. One such is the tragic case of Black mothers who were forced to breastfeed master's children. Master is the Hebrew word for oppressor. Master's children at the expense of their own. The history of wet nursing. Some historians believe that the practice originated in the 1600s when malaria claimed numerous lives of many white settlers. The slave owners believed that feeding their babies with milk from their native slaves would provide them natural immunity from malaria. This had a trickle-down impact on not only racial but also psychological, financial, and political fabric. But anyway, they can't even breastfeed their own babies. But they quickly tell us we neglecting our children. And you know what? And we are in some cases. But yeah, I just want y'all to say that. Think about it. How did usually? I want y'all to think. How did the Black woman become pregnant in the first place? Did she choose to get pregnant in slavery? Huh? Think about it. If she's breastfeeding a demon, then is it too far-fetched to think that she's pregnant because the white person orchestrated her to get raped?
And then not only that, a lot of times, Hebrew, they couldn't even nurse their own children.
Yeah, a lot of them died.
Yeah.
You right. You sure right.
Yeah. They wouldn't even let them nurse their own children. They had to nurse them heathens' kids.
And then they grow up to hate Black folk.
Yeah.
Boy. Now, don't forget J. Mary and Sin. You say, what this got to do with sex? Well, the Black women had to be naked for them to do all this kind of stuff to them, while we busy running around here voluntarily to get disrobed. Oh, y'all can't see this. Hold on. The father of demonology performed shocking experiments on enslaved women. But yeah, y'all know about this man, don't
You know, back then they actually thought that our sisters didn't feel pain. They thought slaves didn't have no pain. They thought our pain tolerance was through the roof. They felt like we didn't need no medicine when we had surgery. You can break your leg, they'll do surgery on you and not give you nothing.
you? You know,
Hey, and that practice still in effect right now in 2023.
I
Our
think
sisters still go through that when they go to the hospital to have children.
yeah, I think it's an excuse as racism. I'm gonna tell you why. I just saw this when you was talking. Why whip us if we couldn't feel pain? Why cut our feet off if we couldn't feel pain? I just saw this as you were talking. I think it's a I mean, they probably did or they probably didn't. But yeah, they know what I'm saying. Is they racist? I don't know. But you're right. That is what them doctors say. They claim that we can't feel. I do believe we do have a. I believe we probably have a higher tolerance than they do. Remember, I said something to y'all. We was talking behind the scenes how our bones are harder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Our bones are harder than theirs. So yeah, so it ain't too far fetched. They know we could feel some pain, but maybe they didn't know to the degree, or maybe Negroes were just taking it good. Maybe I don't know, but that's a good analysis though.
Or maybe they just refuse to show them heathens any pain.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause I forgot where I read, but in last couple of videos, that how they were surprised how the Negro was taking it. Was
Hey, cause
taking they was
I'm gonna tell you this: a Hebrew woman can take way more physical pain than the Hebrew man. Like our women can endure more physical pain than we can. Now we can endure more mental pain, more so to speak. We can take more um psychological
yeah,
pain than our
yeah,
sisters. But when it come down to physical pain,
yeah.
it ain't even no comparison. Our sister can take way more physical pain than we can. Way more. Way.
I was playing that song. You know that song I played, They Lied to Us? Sister Brenda said that hurt her. I guess I got numb to it. And I had to watch certain videos I play, these sisters, I can tell it gets to them. I had to keep that in mind. Yep. With certain stuff, I should, but yeah. But what I'm saying, I'm agreeing with what you said.
Right, right.
Yeah. I see it, what I'm saying. I see it. And how else can you deliver a baby? Shh, that bone come apart. But yeah, Most High know what he was doing. Look at here, boy. Look at here, boy. Mm-mm. But that's pretty much all I got, y'all. Let me get this last Bible verse, how the bride of the Most High. Oh, yeah, I got this verse here. Isaiah. We did this video so there'll be less single women and more less single women and more productive family. What they don't want, we gonna give them whatever they doing. We do the opposite, as long as it's in line with the word. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, "We shall eat our own bread." What they talking about? You ain't got enough money than me. You ain't got enough money that I got. You ain't got what I got. You know these women. I ain't knocking no woman that got money, got more money. I ain't knocking no woman like that.
And they gonna say, just let us be called by your name.
Yeah. And wear our own apparel, only let us be called by your name to take away our reproach. In other words, this singleness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just give us a covering.
Yeah. Let me go to Revelation right quick. Who's that? That you, Mike? Somebody waving them. Somebody over there looking up. So go and get it now. Go and get it.
I think Mike
Oh, that's you. That's you, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, let's
Let
go
me
to
get the
Jeremiah. Okay, go
okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
Let me get the
Go ahead.
Revelation 19, 5 and 7. The
Okay.
Most High's bride is us. Okay. And he don't want us out here twerking. He don't want us saying we don't need him. Okay. All right. And a voice came came out of the throne saying, praise our Elohim, all ye his servants, and ye that fear him, both small and great. Look at the voice coming out the throne. We think, boy, think about that one. Voice coming out the throne. But anyway, all right. And I heard as it were the voice of a great multitude, and as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of mighty thunder saying, hallelujah, for Yahweh our Elohim omnipotent reigneth. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come. It's wedding day, and his wife have made herself ready. I go thinking about the book of Hosea. You know, Most High told Hosea to marry a harlot, a hooker.
That's right.
Look, and look, truth be told, the Most High is married to us, and what are we right now as a nation? A harlot, a hooker. Yeah. Well, we ain't even getting paid. And what is that? Yeah, some of them Bible verses where he said a harlot get paid, but we ain't even getting paid. What's that? What book is that? Ezekiel. What's the book of Ezekiel? I think that's the book of Ezekiel. Yeah, we ain't even getting paid. Even at least a hooker would get paid. We ain't getting paid. We out here home with all these other gods and all these other nations and all these other customs, and we ain't even getting paid.
Hoeing for free.
Hoeing for free.
Welfare hoe.
Yeah, we got to come up out of that. Look, notice it said made herself ready. Before all these trials and tribulations, we wasn't ready. That's why the trials and tribulation came, to get us ready. Okay, now what you said, Jeremiah?
Yeah, Jeremiah. Hold on, Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 20. It's a good verse to end on.
Okay. All right. You me read it or you got it?
You can read it.
Surely as a wife treacherously departed from her husband, so have ye dealt treacherously with me, O house of Israel. See if you had that line right on up with what we
right
just,
with what you just said.
Praise y'all.
All
Oh,
praise
house
to
of
the
Israel.
Most High.
Oh, I ain't shared this Bible verse. Hold on. Okay,
All
now
right.
they can see it. Now they see it. Jeremiah 3 and 20.
Hey, I just
Yeah.
wanted to bag you up on what you were just saying.
Surely as a wife treacherously depart from her husband, so have ye departed from me. And that's why we going through hell right now.
That's right.
That's it. Any question? Anybody want to come up and talk? What's going on? Let us know something. You must be in a bad area.
Who is that?
You.
No, I'm
You be
good.
going in. You be going in and out. It's all good though.
No, I'm good. I just be muting my phone.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm good. I'm at the house.
Oh yeah, let me show y'all some good things. I did have these. Hold on. I did have these. Let me see. What is it at? Let me see here. Right here. That's what I had. Billionaire Peter the God. Hold on. Don't forget. Well, I just tell y'all remember the vote, them billionaires talking about they need all this stuff from the black woman. Y'all know. I done showed it several times. See, they remember they doing womb transplants. So what does that mean? Okay, why every year thousands of black women go missing? You got to put the pieces together. That's why you got to be informed. Every year thousands of black women go missing. Okay, now they are doing womb transplant. So who's not having kids? The white people. So they can literally, I'm not saying they doing this, I'm just telling you what they giving me. They can literally take out a black woman's womb and put it in a white woman to have kids. Or they can put it in a man. That's a thing. Let me show it to y'all. Did you know that, Brother Stephen?
I did not.
Yeah, all these black women, that's why they tell you don't need no man. So you run out here and run into them and you ain't got no protection. Yeah, they got trans women. Ain't no trans women. You a darn man. I don't hate you, but that's what it is. I don't hate you. But you a man. You ain't gonna never be a woman. Look. Womb transplant will soon be allow transgender women. See, now look, now combine this with thousands of black women go missing every year. Not every now and then, every year, thousands of black women. And ain't no task force, ain't no nothing. See, we got to get this stuff together.
Hey, I hate what the Most High hate.
Yeah, me too.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I hate what he hate too. Oh yeah. Well, he do hate wicked. I got you. I'm talking about first me just trying to be target them for no reason. Yeah, I hate seeing. Right. Yeah, just target them. Target them for no reason. But yeah, you ain't gonna get me to call you no woman. No, it ain't gonna happen. Say what you. Hey, speak your mind, brother. Hey, we ain't got to agree. Speak your mind, brother.
No, I'm just saying. I hate what the Most High hate.
Yeah, I do too.
Hey, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. I'm not calling you no woman when you was a man. All right, tens of thousands of black women vanish each year. Tens of thousands. I'm getting angry, man. Look at how doggone tens of thousands of black women. Why women talking about we don't need no man, and I can do bad all by myself. Okay. We're just gonna show y'all what they ain't gonna show you. But meanwhile, over here, womb transplant. Where y'all think they getting the wombs from? Where they getting the wombs from, y'all? Huh? Womb transplants will soon allow men to become pregnant. You mighty quiet over there, brother Stephen.
I'm just listening to this damn abominability.
Yeah, August 29, 2023. I wish I said this when I was out here in the street. I said, I hear this doggone man lie to me, I'm gonna kill him. And there ain't no thought about it. I said I'd be glad to go to prison. Don't lie to me. Doggone, if I want a man, that's what I go get. Don't lie to me. Hey, that's what I was saying. That's why I was saying, well, sister with some children ain't bad. Now it's even worse. That's what I was thinking. That's what I think. I said, well, a woman with some children, that ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? But now, look at it now, though. Now, womb try. You don't know what you got. Get somewhere and sit down. Okay? That word gonna drive them clean away from you. If they a demon, they gonna get away from you. But okay. What? Okay. What? Why is it just men? What are women at? See, and I'm gonna tell y'all something else. These doctors is trying to use fear to get the black women to get hysterectomies. They can deceive the black woman to get her stuff taken out and put it in a man. How you gonna know? Huh? Think about it. Oh, I saw a lump. Well, stop eating acidic foods. Start eating more fruits and vegetables. But yeah, I guess I done got him a tirade. I knew it was coming. And got him a tirade. But yeah, there's stuff like this, boy. When you see some stuff, you know some stuff going on, but you really can't do too much. But yeah, got anything else to say? Y'all got any questions?
No, go ahead, Hebrew.
All right, family. Any questions? I'll be reading the comments till it go off. Shalom.
All right, shalom.
All right.
About your goodness, Yeshua, and what you've done for me. Oh, I don't deserve anything you've done for me, and I don't deserve that you laid your life for me. Over and over, I let you down. Over and over, you stayed around. Unconditionally, you keep on loving me, loving me. That's why you are so holy. That's why you are holy. That's why you are holy. Oh yeah, you are holy. I'm calling you Yah the mighty. You are Yah the mighty. Heaven ain't going to heaven, You better watch your mouth when you're talking about who it is you reppin'. There are crazy people who so diss you for your soul. Everything that glitters don't always turn to gold. Whoa. Sometimes it's hard to believe when you're going through it. Trying to give my very best, so I'm trying to keep the faith. I know you got my back, I don't have to worry. You don't ever sleep, 'cause you are holy. You are holy. You are holy. You are holy. And you're oh so almighty.
It's the only way we gon' get life you ain't never had. Freedom.
Y'all forgive me. I hit the button on accident. But y'all take care. Y'all take care and be vigilant out there. We know what holiness is. We know what righteousness is. Y'all just take care and we'll see y'all soon.
On to the truth. Me and all my troops. No time for a truce. There's only time for truth. No